Good evening, Dusty Sonnenberg, field leader with the Ohio Country Journal and Ohio AgNet, and we are wrapping up the Ohio Crops Tour, sponsored by Ohio Field Leader, the Ohio Soybean Council, and your soybean checkoff dollars at work. We just finished the north leg of the tour and thought we would do a recap with the gentleman that spent the day, actually the last day and a half, evaluating cornfields. Just to take a quick overview of the numbers, a lot of good corn, a lot of good soybeans out there. We are going to say, after we crunch all the numbers through the formula, 177.15 would be the average yield on corn as we look at the north of the state. And that was everything sort of north of 33, moving up to the northwest corner and then heading towards the north central part of the state. Soybeans, as we looked around, there was a lot, probably the lowest we saw was in the mid 40s, a lot in the mid to upper 50s, and some even in the upper 60s. We'll probably say 58 to 62 for the range would catch a lot of it, but we're going to go by and have each of the guys tell you what they saw.
I'm John Shum from Seneca County. We were in a lot of beans from early group 2 to late group 3. As far as disease, they are very clean. Almost everybody put on a fungicide that we had seen, and when we got into the corn, that was deep green and very healthy.
Good evening, Jed Bauer from Fayette County. Again, on the soybeans, I think everybody, from what I understand, at least across the northern part of the state, everybody would like to see some more rain. We've seen a lot of potential in the soybeans, as you've heard. There's a few blooms coming on. We need to get some pod fill, and if they get some more rains, I think it's really going to increase. So hopefully we'll get some rain up north. I know I'd like to have some down south along with the rest of you. So.
Leo Shenniger, Defiance County. I enjoyed today because of what you look at from the road. You don't know until you walk into what the difference is, the variety as far as their maturity or their population or how tall they are. The variability when you walk into them is tremendous, but that's what I learned today.
I'm Harold Waters with Ohio State University, and I'm an agronomist with OSU Extension. I'm going to talk a little bit about maybe the positive side of planter setup. We had some really good stands today. I hate to call them picket fence, but they were certainly that good. And you start talking to the farmer, the manager, whatever, they really did a nice job on setup. Excellent stand, excellent emergence. Hate to harp too much on some of the ones that weren't quite that way. I'm in the same boat. You know, I went in some dry conditions, probably a little dry, and didn't pay much attention as I should have. But I really want to give a hats off to those guys who did a really good job on setting up those planters right. Went in some variable conditions. I mean, some of it going back to early April, late April, mid-May. But they really set up the planters right, did a really good job, had great stands on corn. And then some of the guys, who did a planter instead of a drill. We had a couple of drills, most were planters. Those planters did a really nice job of getting those beans in the right place, nice stands, and really, like you said, good looking yield, as you heard from the other guys. I'll stop there.